In the rich volcanic soil of Madagascar's Itas province grows a coffee that's coveted by bats and humans alike. But for farmer Narina Malala Rava-Onasol, the fact that the winged mammals come to nibble on the beans is not a nuisance. Bat spit makes this already expensive coffee even more valuable.
We can live off coffee today. Before, it was of no interest to the inhabitants of Itas, but now we can make a living. If production continues to grow, we can harvest more and more tons.
Farmers around the world are turning to premium and rare beans to shore up their incomes amid a global glut in more run-of-the-mill coffee that has driven down prices. Here they grow Bourbon Pointu beans, which sell for $101 per pound, more than 50 times the price of commodity-grade coffee. But when wild bats chew on the beans, a reaction between their digestive fluids and the outside air results in coffee with a uniquely smooth flavour, according to customers. And that sends the price even higher. Animal involvement in coffee production is not new. Southeast Asia's Kopi Luwak coffee comes from beans salvaged from civet cat excrement. Thailand has elephant dung coffee, and there's a Costa Rican bat coffee. But this may be the first time such coffee is being commercially produced in Africa, according to one specialist buyer. It's the brainchild of farmer Jacques Ramallah. 2 years ago, he introduced the beans to the area, and after seeing bats nibbling on them, he now wants to focus on the premium product.
Next year, we will ask farmers to focus only on the coffee chewed by bats. This means the farmers will harvest only the mature seeds, and that will improve the quality of our harvest.
The global specialty coffee market is forecast to hit $83.6 billion in 2025, more than double its 2018 size, and Ramallah wants to meet that demand. His farmers produced 2 tons of coffee this year, but plan to reach 20 tons by 2021.
You know, all chefs have secret ingredients in their favorite recipes. Of course, I put garlic on everything. But the secret to the world's most expensive coffee may make you think twice about your kitty litter. I'll let ABC's Gloria Riviera take it from here.
Hi, gorgeous. This cuddly creature is an Indonesian civet cat, an animal whose precious droppings... I think he's pooping. Is he pooping?
Oh, yes, there's a pooping.
hold the secret to a luxury coffee craze. Isn't that kind of icky when you look at that? Isn't that kind of... I don't know. Apparently it's funny. Funny because people back in the U.S. are willing to pay $90 for a single serving of this exotic delicacy, harvested from a place, well, where the sun don't shine. They call it Kopi Luwak. And after Jack Nicholson extolled the virtues of his fancy cup of joe in The Bucket List,
Kopi Luwak, the rarest beverage in the world.
It spawned a frenzy of demand in the West. So we came to Bali, Indonesia, to better understand the mysterious allure of the most expensive coffee on Earth.
Wow, that's a heavy bag.
First stop, a local civet farm.
Arabica.
Arabica.
Run by a woman who goes by Ibu, or Mother, Santi. She explains after the animals eat the flesh of ripe coffee cherries,
Okay, I'll try. Sweet.
their digestive systems impart a smooth body and aroma to the beans.
It comes out like that.
Yeah.
And that's the magic stuff.
Historically, civets roamed free on coffee plantations,
And I have 100 plus 2 civet.
102 civets.
but these days, the vast majority of farms cage their animals to control production. Ibu Santi says most of her civets have been in captivity for over 6 years.
Do they ever get out of the cages? No. They're in there all the time.
She insists they are treated well.
My friend.
Your friend.
Yes. To make big business.
But this big business comes at a big price for the cats, according to animal rights groups who say captivity takes a serious toll on the civets. The controversy doesn't seem to scare off Kopi Luwak aficionados, who pay up to $250 a pound.
In this case, quality is not the driving factor for price. It's supply, demand, and hype.
Rocky Rhodes, coffee consultant and master taster, does not believe the Luwak coffee hype. So we asked him to put his theory to the test.
Is it dramatically better than other great coffees that we might find at a regular coffee shop?
Neither Rocky nor these professional coffee cuppers know which sample contains Kopi Luwak.
This had the detail of blueberry.
Fruity pebbles or something on that one.
And after tallying votes,
That one was my favorite, and the Luwak was the fourth for me.
4th place. Not a ringing endorsement, especially since this Kopi Luwak costs 10 times more than the highest-ranking coffee on the table.
Hello, Kopi Luwak.
Back in Bali, the Civet still reigns supreme.
This one.
And even if their coffee doesn't always measure up,
Oh my God, oh my God.
for many, the thrill of the hunt is tantalizing enough. For Nightline, I'm Gloria Riviera in Bali, Indonesia.
Remember the old ad campaign where the satisfied coffee drinker discovers that his fancy restaurant brew is actually Folgers Crystals? Well, you got to wonder what kind of spit take that guy would give upon learning the coffee had fallen out of the back end of an elephant. Yes, dung beans. Turns out that one of the world's most expensive coffees is a strain that has been carefully passed through really big bowels. And a Canadian entrepreneur is betting a fortune that you'll want some. Off to Thailand in search of a taste. Here's ABC's Mohammed Leela.
We set off deep into the jungle. We're on our way right now to the elephant sanctuary. The fog on this river is so thick that in some areas you can hardly see a thing. We journeyed by water, by foot, and then a rusty, rickety jeep. Over dirt roads and rugged mountainsides. And it was right about here, just as we arrived, that this story really went to the dumps.
One of the elephants is just,
oh wow,
relieved itself.
Just when you thought you've hit the peak of your career in network television, you wind up walking into elephant dung. For Canadian businessman Blake Dinkin, this is just another day at the office.
This is the fruits of our labor. I mean, I like that.
Those fruits, of course, well, they're not really fruits at all. So this is it. You can't see it, but lumped into that shovel is a fresh pile of coffee beans that were deposited by an elephant. To you and I, it might all seem a little bit, well, out there. But Dinkin is betting his brew from number 2 is the next big thing in the coffee world. Yeah, seriously. I mean, really? Coffee from elephants?
This is a special, unique coffee that is for a minority of people who are open-minded and adventurous and who want to try something different.
Different is what black ivory coffee is all about. An elephant's digestive system supposedly breaks down the proteins of the coffee bean. Think of it like a natural slow cooker, producing a taste like nothing else. Even at $50 a serving, the coffee drinkers we spoke to, well, they all said, bottoms up. So I'm here with Mike Wilson. Mike, you're from
San Francisco, California.
And you've tried the coffee?
I have. It's rich and smooth.
You're saying it's rich and it's smooth, but there's an elephant's butt right in the background.
I understand.
That laughter is music to Dinkin's ears. Here we go. It all starts here, this remote mountainside where the beans are grown. Local villagers pick, wash, and dry the beans and then feed them to the elephants. So this is cooking for elephants 101. It's a mixture of coffee beans, rice, fruit, water, and fiber. So you know when we eat fiber, there's a certain reaction.
It wouldn't hurt.
Anywhere from 15 to 70 hours later, the beans are ready to be, recovered. Yeah, I'm, gonna wear gloves for this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is the highlight of my career. If it looks dirty, yeah, it is. The crappuccino jokes aside, Dinkin says business is booming. But what about the elephants? I mean, is it safe for animals to be eating that much coffee? There are going to be people out there that are going to say, you know what, you're just out to make a quick buck.
We operate in a transparent manner. Tourists can come and see the production. Vets are here to inspect that the elephants are well taken care of. I've worked with food scientists, wildlife experts, picked the best sanctuary. It's all on my own money.
And as for the coffee, well, by the time it's roasted and cleaned, you know, it tastes nothing like that 4-letter word we're not supposed to say on TV. Bon appetit. It's got an earthy, kind of nutty taste to it. Very rich tasting, very flavorful. In the end, it may not even matter what it tastes like. Part of the point is just to be able to say you've tried it. After all, you know what they say, it's good to the last dropping. For Nightline, I'm Mohammed Leela in the Golden Triangle in Thailand.